Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we are going to look into rational numbers and more about those rational numbers, whether they are terminating and non-terminating. In order to look into rational numbers terminating or non-terminating, first of all we need to understand some theorems. So let's look into Theorem 1.5. So coming to the theorem, it is mentioned that, or what exactly the theorem states, like let x be a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then x can be expressed in the form p by q, where p and q are coprime and the prime factorization of q is of the form 2 to the power n, 5 to the power n, where n and m are non-negative integer. The theorem is talking about the expansion of decimals, which expansion of the decimal of a rational number which terminates. Okay, let us analyze what exactly the theorem is saying. So coming to the analysis, the first part is like p and q are coprime numbers and there are no common factors and HCF is always 1. And coming to the second part, prime factorization of q is of the form 2 to the power n, 5 to the power m. And coming to the other two part like n and m, non-negative, these two are non-negative integers. Guys, here there are certain things. Let's say here we have considered p and q and n, m, n. So just what are the properties of p and q? That is what we have discussed. So properties of p and q are like p and q are coprime numbers. They have HCF whose HCF is always 1. That means they do not have a common factor. Similarly, and we have expressed expressed the q value where the prime factorization of q is always of the form 2 to the power n and 5 to the power n m. If this is the property, then definitely the rational number will terminate. It will not recur. And similarly 2 to the power n and 5 to the power m, where n and m are non-negative integers. Guys, let us take an example. So this example will make us very clear. Okay, we have considered like x is a rational number, so we have assigned x is equal to p by q, or I can say x is equal to 27 by 100, assuming p is equal to 27 and q is equal to 100. Just we have assumed certain figures to prove this theorem. Now I can say that x is equal to 27 by 100 or x is equal to 0.27, because 27 by 100 is nothing but 0.27. Thus we could see that x has decimal expansion which terminates, because 0.27 means it is terminating, it is not repeating. Like after 0.27, after 27, the decimal expansion stops. And we can also express q in the form 2 into 2 into 5 into 5, which is nothing but 2 to the power square into 5 to the power square. That means just we have factorized 100 starting from the lowest factorial and then with 5. So we could see that after factorizing 100, we could see it is of the form 2 to the power square and 5 to the power square. Hence the theorem is well proved that if the factor like q is of the form 2 to the power n and 5 to the m, we definitely would see that the decimal expansion would terminate. Hope guys you understood this theorem. If still you have any doubt, kindly reach out to me in the comment section of this video. I will definitely get back to you once I see your comments. Hope guys, if you really like my video, kindly subscribe and let your friends know. Thank you. Bye.